Hi, so this video is about demographics. Demographics is, as a word, demo meaning people and graphics meaning visual representation. All the data I've used from here is from the ABS. So this image that you can see here is about Australia and where all the population is in Australia, and this is based on the 2021 census. So you can see where all the population is, you can see where the majority of people live in New South Wales, followed by Victoria, you can see the data there. So this is an infographic about the population, the demographic information about Australia in relation to population. The other thing that we get from the census that tells us about demographics is the age that people are. So you can see here you've got generational data, and you can see that the majority of Australians are either millennials or baby boomers. And so that gives you some information about what type of things people might be interested in, because baby boomers are obviously interested in retirement and things that are about being a bit older, and millennials are interested in about, making sure they've got houses and starting families because of the age group that they are. So it's that sort of interesting information that we can get from demographics that tells us information about our population and the needs of our population based on how our population is made up. Now, all the data that I've used for this has come from the ABS, and now I'm actually going to step you through some information that is in your assignment and the type of information you can expect to see, because demographics aren't always presented to you in a nice, pretty format. You actually are going to have to work to understand your demographics. So let me show you how that happens. Okay, so for your assignment, you have to scroll down a little bit to get to the demographic information. And here it is here. We talk about the census, and we'll talk about that a bit in this class. But here is the link that you're after, so you click on that. What you do is you come over here and you enter your location. So if it was Melbourne, you'd put in Melbourne. And now here you can see it says Greater Melbourne, but then there's a whole range of other options as well. Please make sure you always choose the same one, and I would always suggest that for the capital cities you do Greater Capital City. But for example, you might have Orange. So if I type Orange in, probably what you're after, or the local government area. I would recommend local government area, because then that's going to give you the most. It's going to give you the biggest area. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go over here, and I'm actually going to hopefully zoom in and then click on the ACT. Now, it's brought up the ACT, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on All Persons. Now, you'll see here I've got information, so all the people, the statistics. All right, so I can see the percentage of the people. I can see their median age. Median is the age that's in the middle. All right, it's different from average, I believe. Yes, it is different from average and median. Here we've got income, so I can know how much people can earn in money. Now, if I scroll down here, I get a lot more data. And this is the sort of stuff you need to be looking at for your assignment. I'm going to teach you in class how to understand this, but you can see here I've got types of population in the Capital Territory, so what it was in 2021, what it was in 2016, but then how we compare to Australia. So you can see we're pretty similar to Australia here. Then we've got age, we've got marital status, we've got education. All this information is available to you. Not all of it is going to be useful for your assignment. So you need to be very careful about what questions we're asking you in the assignment, because in the assignment you'll be able to scroll through here and see what's what. One thing I did want to show you here was the average weekly age. So personal, you can see here we've gone up slightly, and compared to Australia we're much better off. Okay, and so that's common, that's consistent across all the pay levels or all the income levels. So be conscious of that. But for your assignment, a lot of the information you need is actually up here on this top information. So make sure you have a look at this and make sure you read this in detail, and then make sure you do have a look through all of this stuff, because for your assignment, cultural diversity, for example, we've got 32% of people have come from England, or they've got history from England, like their families are from England. Then we're Australian, and then Irish, and then Scottish, and then Chinese. So for example, you might want to do an English or a Great Britain themed park, because that's where a lot of people have origins from, so they might be more interested in that sort of thing. And of course up here with age, we can see where the bulk of our population is, and we can start to look at these age areas, and you can see we've got a lot of people in this sort of 25 to sort of 50 age area. All right, so that means we might want to make our theme park aged at those age groups. But those age groups might also have kids. So you might want to aim it for kids to bring in families. All right, but if we had a lot of old people, for example, you might make a theme park focused on old people. So this is what demographics tell us. It helps us make decisions based on what the type of population is that we have, and that's why we look at demographics, because it helps us make decisions on what we could be doing to support different types of people in our population.